neighborhood is grieving. This crime is a 9-month-old lost her parents. So we're asking for the community to help us. We want to bring Officer Xander McGinnis to provide some insights into the case and exactly what we're looking for and any help that we can give us would be much appreciated.
So about 8:30 yesterday evening, our victims were seated in an automobile at this gas station behind me. The offenders came from the north. Both of them were armed with handguns, gun in hand, ran up to the vehicle, directly to the vehicle, and fired shots into the vehicle. Miraculously, the 9-month-old was not struck by any of the gunfire, but unfortunately, the two victims were, and they succumbed to their injuries. Both of the subjects then fled northbound on Ashton Street, and from there unknown. I believe we've released the video, or some of the video of this incident, and you'll see from the description, the clothing that these offenders are wearing is pretty distinct, and somebody that sees that video and sees the clothing will know who these people are. And we're asking that they call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers and provide that information to us. Both offenders appear to be black males, slender build. One is wearing a black hooded sweatshirt with a red stripe on the arm, black sweatpants, which we believe also has a red stripe, and dark tennis shoes. The other individual is also a black male. He also appears to be slender build. He's wearing a dark blue sweatshirt with what appears to be black sweatpants with a white stripe down the leg. And he's wearing a lighter colored tennis shoes. So if everybody could take a look at the images that we provided, and please call 1-800-SPEAK-UP to Crime Stoppers if you want to remain anonymous, or if you want to talk to a detective, call Homicide at 313-596-2260 and provide that information for us to help bring closure to the victim's family. Thank you.
Again, our detectives have been working around the clock. We're asking for the community to come through for us once again. Anything that you have, any information that you have, no matter how big or small, it can be helpful in this case. We'd ask that you call the police department. To the suspects who are if you're listening, turn yourself in. We're going to work tirelessly to identify who you are and bring you to justice. So turn yourself in, and if anyone has any information that can help us in this case, please call us. I'm also going to bring up Crime Stoppers to talk a little bit about how you can get a reward if you call them. Come on up.
Thank you, Chief. As a community, we need to step up and provide information for this senseless crime. There's one of two ways you can do it if you've already been indicated. One, you can call the Detroit Police Department, or you can call 1-800-SPEAK-UP. It's Crime Stoppers. You will do so anonymously. We won't ask for your name. We won't ask for your telephone number. All we need is some information so that we can help solve this heinous crime. Thank you.
Giving honor to God. I'm here to stand with the Detroit Police Department, Crime Stoppers, and others. And I'm sure all people of goodwill and decency to say that this slime, this crime, and this ground, it must stop. This heinous shite is unacceptable. And someone knows. Someone always knows. The great thing about Crime Stoppers, 1-800-SPEAK-UP, it's on the DL. It's on the down low. It's on the low. No one will know you are calling. You can get up and stand up and be a hero and a shero in the privacy of your own home, in the bathroom, on your couch. Your family doesn't even have to know. No one will know. They give you a number, like a debit card number. You call once a week, twice a week, whatever, and see if your lead grew legs. If it did, they tell you where you can get, if it leads to an arrest, where you can pick up your cash, hard, cold cash. But even more important than a monetary center is the human aspect of doing the right thing. And lastly, let me just say this. and I'm speaking for me, all these criminals, we still love you. It is the behavior that is unacceptable. You are still ours, and we want to help you. You may have to get help in the joint, but we want to help you. These are societal problems that are economic, they're psychological, they're mental illness, depression, families breaking apart, COVID-19 quadruples all of that, but we still love you. To black folks out there, we ain't just trying to lock somebody up. It's the behavior that is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it anymore. Get up, stand up, be a hero or shero. Call 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Thank you.
So here's what we know. They were targeted. This was not a random act of violence. We're certain that they were targeted. We know that we had a 9-month-old child in this vehicle, and we're thankful that that child was not injured, but sadly, that child has lost both their parents. So that's where we're at. If anybody has any information that can help us with this crime, we would very much appreciate a call to either 1-800-SPEAK-UP or to the Detroit Police Department. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Chief, have you identified this mother and father?
We know who they are, yes.
What's their ages, Chief? They got 22. Both. Were they married?
I don't know if they were married, but the child was theirs.
They are mother and father?
Yes, mother and father.
You know where the child is now? Is it with family?
With family.
When you say targeted, Chief, do you know if one or the other of the victims was the target?
We're still looking at that right now, but we know that based on some of the investigation already that this was a targeted hit.
Can you explain or expand on that? Are you starting to zero in on any kind of a motive?
We're working on it now. We don't have anything right now to release, but we're working on that. The investigators have been working around the clock on this case, and they're going to continue to work on this case until we get a suspect.
And mother and father are from Detroit?
Yes.
Are they from this area of Detroit?
Yes.
Have you had any relationships with the mother and father? Have they had criminal background of any kind?
We did look at that as a part of this investigation. At this point, they're victims of a horrific, violent act, and I don't think it'll serve any benefit to release their criminal history right now. But we're looking at all aspects to see, who they're aligned with, what happened with that alignment, if they were targeted by someone in that alignment. But releasing their criminal history right now is not appropriate.
Do you know if the suspects drove here? You know?
We don't know. All we have on that is what we gave you from the video, the grainy video. We're going to have that video enhanced, and we'll be updating you with some newly released videos soon.
With your mental health background, will the kid remember this and be traumatized by it, or no, too young?
I mean, you're a kid growing up without your parents, that in and of itself is going to bring trauma to you. 9-month-old, there's no real way to tell the impact that it's going to have other than not having your parents and having to, certainly, I'm certain that there will be something that happens as a result of reliving that moment in time. It's just horrific. I mean, it's just no words for it. I can't even imagine what the families are going through. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families that, you got two families that have to bury two 22-year-olds. Now you've got a 9-month-old who is out here who has to be raised by the parents and at some point told the story of what happened. So, think about that, and if you know anybody that did this, give us a call, because we're going to work until we find out who did it, and we're going to arrest them. So the easiest thing to do would be to turn themselves in.
A couple more questions.
Real quick, this is a green light, a gas station. Did that play a role in your investigation?
It certainly did, and we're going to be extracting as much video as we possibly can. And the video that we got from this location is what we've already put out. But we're going to be working to see if there's any earlier video, if maybe they were here earlier, case in the place, we don't know. But we're going to do all that work.
The method of this, Chief, I don't want to get caught in semantics, but would you call it a hit? And does the method of this narrow the scope of motive, if you understand what I'm asking?
I know where you're going. Here's what we know right now, and I'm always cognizant of the fact that we've got a prosecutor who's got a lot of work to do. Sign these warrants when we do get these people off the street. So I don't want to compromise that, but I'll say this. We know that this was a targeted hit. Okay, this was not a random act of violence. it was a targeted action crime. And we'll be working that angle, and with that comes a lot of investigative work that has to happen. But they were not strangers to these folks.
All right, one more. We good? All right.
All right.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.